to be saved. And then he goes on to talk about God's judgment. And that's in chapter 2. And then in chapter 3, he kind of changes his tone a little bit. So Paul, it was dark initially in the beginning of his letter to the Roman, but now he's going to change his tone. And that's where we're going to start out this morning in chapter 3. And I want to start at verse 20. But our lesson is 21 through 30. And I want to read verses 20. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for by the law is the knowledge of sin. So Paul is telling them that you can't be saved by obeying the law. You can't be saved by obeying the law. But what he was trying to bring to their attention is, if you got knowledge of the law, you're in a better position. You're in a better position. So the law won't save us from our sins. And that's basically 21. And he's going to roll it on into verse 20. And then he's going to roll on over to verse 21. And sin is like a mirror. And so if you are out in your yard or doing some kind of activities where it's dirty work, and you get dirt on your face, you won't know it's there, right? You won't know it's there. But if you got a mirror and you look at your face, you can see your face is dirty. And then how are you going to get rid of the dirt? You're going to get some soap and water and you're going to wash it off, right? So that's basically how God sees us too, like a mirror. We sin, and the only way that it can be washed off or cleaned is through the faith in Jesus. So Paul is trying to change the tone a little bit to his letter. So our first topic this morning, lesson text, is the righteousness of the law. And then we're going to jump off into verse 21. I just read 20. But now, we're going to stop right there. But now. So Paul addresses he changes his whole tone. Like I said, it's been dark. So now he's going to tell us what it takes to wash away our sins and to get to heaven, in a sense. And so he changes his tone, but now, and that's kind of like a turning point in his letter of how to get to heaven and how to be righteous in front of God. So, but now the righteousness of God without the law is manifested, being witnessed the law and the prophet. So Paul is telling them they had the law. Their ancestors had the law, and they couldn't go by it. Well, no matter what they tried, they couldn't do it. And he's letting them know that you had the law, you had the prophets to tell you about it, but you won't be able to get to heaven by trying to follow that law. But if you got knowledge of it, you know good, you do good. It will help. So what would it take to get to heaven? It would take faith in Jesus Christ. That's exactly what he's saying. It would take faith in Jesus Christ.